Today's episode, shifting EV leadership, Tesla's changing position, more affordable electric cars in Ireland, Hyundai and Kia sales forecasts, and the interior reveal of the Volkswagen ID. Polo. Welcome back to Autonews Daily. I'm Leah Morgan. Let's dive into today's headlines. First up, Hyundai and Kia have released updated EV sales forecasts for 2025, and those projections are shaping expectations across the industry. The guidance from two of South Korea's largest automakers signals how legacy brands plan to scale electric vehicle production and balance growth across multiple segments. For suppliers and plant managers, these forecasts matter because they outline anticipated volumes, platform priorities, and the likely cadence of component demand as Hyundai and Kia expand their lineups and push further into electrification. Beyond headline numbers, the forecasts are a read on strategy. Hyundai and Kia have been positioning themselves as high-volume EV players while preserving margin through a mix of affordable models and higher-end offerings. That mix affects battery sourcing, electronics procurement, and software investment, and it will also influence where they prioritize manufacturing capacity worldwide. For competitors, the forecasts offer a benchmark. If Hyundai and Kia plan large increases, others must consider how to respond on price, features, and dealer channel readiness. For policymakers and infrastructure planners, higher projected EV volumes mean accelerated needs for charging networks and grid upgrades in key markets. Moving from manufacturer forecasts to design, Volkswagen has revealed the interior of its upcoming ID, Polo, and that reveal tells a familiar story about how compact EVs are evolving. The ID. Polo interior shows how mainstream brands are blending practicality with digital convenience in small packages. For buyers in densely populated cities and for fleets looking at urban use, the interior layout and storage solutions are as important as range and price, and Volkswagen's design choices will influence customer expectations across the segment. The interior reveal also highlights supplier opportunities and constraints. Compact interiors require compact components, lighter seats, smaller HVAC units, integrated digital clusters, and simplified control layouts that still deliver the functionality consumers expect. For parts makers, design cues from the ID. Polo may signal demand for new dash modules, touch-operated surfaces, and cost-effective infotainment systems optimized for lower price points. For dealers and marketing teams, the interior reveal gives them a concrete product story to sell: comfort, usability, and the sense that mainstream EVs can be attainable without sacrificing quality. Now let's look at developments in Ireland, where the market for electric cars is showing signs of both growth and greater affordability. Reports indicate there will be more electric cars on Irish roads this year, coupled with a wider availability of more affordable models. This combination can materially accelerate adoption by reducing the financial entry barrier for consumers and expanding choices across price brackets. In practical terms, increased availability of lower-cost EV models tends to change buying patterns. Early adopters historically paid a premium, but when affordable options arrive, mainstream buyers start to switch, which drives used EV supply and changes residual value expectations. For the Irish market specifically, that could prompt faster uptake in urban and suburban areas, where daily driving distances fit EV use cases. It will also create more pressure on local charging infrastructure planning, municipal parking policies, and dealer networks that must be ready to service and support a growing EV fleet. Shifting focus to Tesla. Recent coverage highlights that Tesla is no longer the world's top EV seller, a development with implications beyond headline rankings. For a company long associated with category leadership, losing top position matters not only to brand perception but to investor sentiment and competitive dynamics. The shift opens space for other manufacturers to capture mindshare and market share, and it makes clear that the EV market is becoming more diverse and contested. The change in ranking can accelerate strategic shifts across the industry. Suppliers who were heavily dependent on Tesla orders may now look to diversify, while rivals will analyze how to translate their own operational strengths into share gains. For Tesla, the moment becomes a test of resilience. Continuing to innovate on cost reduction, software differentiation, and global production efficiency will be key to regaining momentum. For the broader market, the dethroning of a single dominant name suggests we are entering a phase where multiple global players compete on price, product breadth, and regional execution. As we move to the industry's most discussed story, a reminder, please like and subscribe. It helps us to keep bringing the news for you. Now the top story, China's BYD has dethroned Tesla as the world's #1 electric vehicle seller, a shift that marks a major turning point in the global EV race. BYD's rise to the top reflects rapid volume growth in China and an aggressive push across segments, and it underscores how domestic champions in large markets can scale more quickly than foreign entrants. For automakers and suppliers worldwide, BYD's ascendancy is a clear signal that leadership in the EV era will be contested and can change hands as regional strengths and strategic execution evolve. The implications are wide-ranging. BYD's approach, integrating battery production, leveraging local supplier networks, and offering a broad model range at competitive price points, creates a template for how a manufacturer can capture massive domestic volumes and then export influence abroad. For Tesla, the loss of the top spot is a wake-up call about global competition. And for other OEMs, it's a demonstration that market leadership is attainable outside of the traditional Silicon Valley-backed narrative. For the supply chain, BYD's dominance affects component demand patterns, regional sourcing decisions, and negotiation dynamics for batteries, semiconductors, and EV-specific parts. It also raises important questions for regulators and trade policymakers as national champions expand into global markets. Wrapping up, these stories together portray an EV market maturing rapidly but unevenly. Forecasts from established automakers show planned scale. Design reveals from major brands point to mainstreaming. Regional markets like Ireland are getting more affordable choices that should broaden adoption. And the shifting leaderboard, with BYD now #1, highlights how fast the competitive landscape is evolving. For listeners who follow manufacturing, supply chains, or automotive retail, the lesson is clear. Scale, cost control, and local execution matter as much as innovation. Thank you for listening, and see you tomorrow.